What is karma? Hello and welcome. And today I'll be talking about intuitive prompts, right? So intuitive nudges, I usually say. So the reason why I mentioned what is karma, well, karma is basically either the good you've done coming back to you, or the bad you've done coming back to you, right? So we generally hear karma's a bitch. But in reality, karma just is. There is no good or bad. It's just in response to what you've done. So if at this moment in time karma is being a bitch to you or being nasty to you, that means that you were first nasty to the world. And so you're getting nasty back. But if you are good to the world, then you are going to get good back. Okay? I hope that makes sense. In either case. So the reason why I'm saying this, okay, is because I got yesterday I read something that one of my coaches was saying about someone that he cared for deeply, being close to the end, right? Being close to transition. And I was like, wait a minute. So after reading that, I I'm like, I first of all, my I have a splenic intuition, which means I instantaneously know, and something in me said, I'm not quite sure about that, because in the post it said that they had 3 to 5 days to, you know, till they transitioned. I was like, I'm not quite sure about that. No, I wouldn't take that for face value. And so I was like, I don't know if I should say that. So I stopped. I was like, okay, I set it aside and I went about my day. And then later that day or the next day or whatever, I just came back to it. It came back to me, and I'm like, okay, if it came back to me, that means I really have to say this. So I sent them a message saying exactly this. Saying that, like, I'm not saying anything to discredit doctors, okay? But from personal experience, I am discrediting doctors, because for those of you who followed me long enough, you know that I was hit by a car when I was 19. And so initially the doctors were telling my parents, okay, that I was lucky that this happened when I was that young. I was 19 years old when it happened, so it was quite possible that I might get back to normal, but they shouldn't expect much. I was going to be able to, like, probability was that I might not wake up again, I might not talk again, I might not be able to walk again, I might not be able to do anything. I might just be a vegetable for the rest of my life. And it's funny because here I am doing exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite, right? So what I told this what I sent this person in the message was that, listen, I don't want to discredit your doctors. They've studied for years. Well, I didn't say that they've studied for years in what they do, and they're professionals, but what I did say was that, listen, when I was hit by my car, not by my car, but when I was hit by that car when I was 19, doctors put the same spiel in front of my parents. They did. And to be quite honest with you, my parents, well, I didn't say this, but my parents didn't believe them. They just said, listen, we don't care what you do. All we want is for Talar to get better. So we trust that you know what you're doing, and we trust in Talar, we trust in God, but do what you gotta do, and she'll do the rest. And it is what happened. But the thing is, what I told this individual was that their father was going to leave when it was time for him to leave, right? And I didn't say this, but in my experience, life is ever changing. There are too many moving parts to actually predict, because what do doctors do? Okay, they take a snapshot of your current reality and they make a prediction about that. So like I said, everything changes from moment to moment. Every single moment is a different moment. Everything can change in a moment. Okay? So, one moment you might be sick, the other moment you might not. That is important thing to remember, okay? And so, when, like I said in the previous part, when I said in the first part, when I heard what he said about his loved one not having too long to live, I was like, I don't know about that. And I have a splenic intuition, which means that my intuition is like, it's instantaneous. And I'm mainly clairsentient, which means that I feel, I feel, I feel things. Okay, so meaning something that someone says might spark a feeling within me, and I know, okay, I'll know, like, I'll just be like, I don't know. So, intuitively, I was like, really? I'm not sure about that. And that's like I don't know if that's what I said specifically, but that is what I felt. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, like I could tell it wasn't long, but not that short, right? Which is something that I mentioned, and I was kind of like, am I being too honest? Because this is some very emotional stuff right now. But I was like, there's no right or wrong way to say it. It's just how, just say it, Talab, just say it. So I was like, listen, this is what I felt. I felt like, yeah, no, 5 days, no, it's not. I think I think he has more. It's basically what I got. So, and instinctively, I was like, I need to share this information. I can't keep it to myself. And what I said is, karma, okay, karma is the good you do will come back to you, but also the bad you do will come back to you, okay? So, this is just, I mean, do as much good as you can so that the good that you've done can come back to you, okay, tenfold. Generally, that's how it is. And I mean, and so when people see your good karma coming to you, you're like, oh, this person's lucky. No, you're not lucky. No, I ain't lucky. I've done the work. Have you done the work? You can get as lucky as I do as well, but are you gonna do the work? Are you gonna right your wrong karma? Is the only thing I can say. I did the time. That being hit by that car, that was my time. And the fact that it took this long to recover from my said accident is me having done the work to right my karma. Okay? So no, I'm not just lucky. I did the work. Do the work on your part and you'll get here too. It is what it is. I don't know if this is gonna like ruffle some feathers, and I really don't give a damn because it is what it is, right? So that is why good like karma. You need to amass good karma so that the good karma can be paid to you. Okay, and I feel like this is gonna be the distinction between the people who stay in 3D and those who move on to 5D. Like what? Okay, 3D is the reality that we're living in, the the now, okay? So it's the physical reality. And it's quite slow, but there's no like energetic side to it. It's just reality. That's what it is. 3D is just reality as it is. It's like the square box. They are thinking inside the box. If I can give you an idea. And the 5D is outside the box. Okay? It's everything that comes around it. Which is interesting because in reality, okay, 5D is you experience it more within yourself, and like you'll feel different. You'll sense things more. You'll notice different hues of things. You'll like your intuition will be on point, and you'll be like, "Ooh, that's new," or or get more information. Like you'll be able to tap into your claircognizance. You'll be able to tap into your which is okay. So claircognizance is your clair-knowing. Your foresight is your clairvoyance. Your clairaudience is your clearly hearing. I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly. Your clairsentience is your clear feeling, not only feeling like from inside your emotions, but also your like touch feeling, and as well as clair olfaction, which is clearly smelling things, and then there's clairgustance, which is clearly tasting things, but like tasting an extra layer. Like you know how some stuff smell fishy or feel fishy or sound fishy, or like something feels off. That's clairsentience. When someone says something feels off, that's clairsentience. And when someone says something smells fishy, that's clair olfaction. And something sounds funny, that's clairaudience. And something looks funny, clairvoyance, right? I'm just giving you an example. So when you are fully in the fifth dimension and you have your senses, all of your senses and all your super senses, like on high alert, somewhat, you are going to be able to experience a better reality because you'll just be in tune to more information, right? But all of this is aimed to help you improve humanity, improve the life on Earth. And if you use all of this to improve life on Earth, like you should, personally, that's my belief, well, then you are going to rack up some good karma. I'm just saying. So, karma is real. It might have different names in different cultures, but it is real. You do good, you get good back. You do bad, you get bad back, right? And I can say this by personal experience because I've done some not so good deeds, and I paid. I think I paid the bad karmic experience. I've lived it, and so now I can only go up and up because I am creating good karma in my life. At least I am actively trying. All right? So, how can you improve your karma? How will you be improving your karma? Let me know.